this little ghetto hamlet called Silver Lake. With a population less than 100 strong, yet everybody seems to have a gun. I remember the day they shot my older brother down. Just yesterday they shot my big sister to the ground. And I'm just a child, a 12-year-old child, trying to convince my mother never to go outside. Mama, let's never go outside in Silver Lake again. In loving memory of my brother. Mama, let's never go outside in Silver Lake again. In living memory of my sister. I'm just a child. I'm just a child.
It's 2 minutes after the hour of 8 o'clock. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Calypso Moments. The usual suspects are in the house. Carlisle John Baptist, along with Eric in the gallery and Duncan Stowe. Gentlemen, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, Tut Bagay, back into Calypso.
Well, good morning to you, John Baptist Duncan, and good morning to our many listeners. Again, let me take the opportunity to wish each and every one of you all the best for the year 2025, and may the good Lord continue to bless you and shower you with all your heart's desires.
Morning to all our listeners. I'd like to join you guys to say a pleasant good morning to all Calypso fans, Calypso listeners to DBS Radio. It's a great pleasure and honor to be here again. Thank God for life. We're here, of course, another Calypso season, another year of competition, another year of displaying talent, another year of good Calypso.
As you say, thank God for life, Duncan. I want to thank God for yet another year.
Yes, today is a birthday, John Baptist. Happy birthday to you. And I know later you shall be having a few beverages. That goes without saying.
No, but I'm surprised Carlisle is here with us this morning, because we know, those of us who know Carlisle, know that Carlisle is a great lover of beverages.
I love my
variety of
beverages.
beverages.
I love my beverages.
It's a big surprise that he's here with us.
Well,
this
commitment,
morning at this time.
commitment,
Sika,
Duncan.
good morning to you.
Yes. Thank you very much. And, it's I have to thank God for yet another year. And, like my good friend say, l'âge supposé mène la raison. You know what that means, Duncan? In the old phrase, the girl knows that.
Special birthday greetings to you, Carlisle.
Thank you very much, my brother. And so, yes, we are here, Calypso Moment, right here on DBS Radio. We have 1 hour to be with you today. Next week, it will be moved up further. But guys, the list that I have with me, I am understanding that the reserves are all replaced. So we have Jamabi Bingo, Prince of Peace, and Micah. They are automatically in. So we won't have this year Oracle, Trilogy, Black Diamond, and Healer this year.
Yes, very interesting, I must say. And well, we all know the reason for the absence of Trilogy. I suppose he's pursuing other musical interests, and Trilogy has been making waves, Kalai, not only in the Calypso arena, but in the Buyo arena as well. Sometime last year we hinted, Black Diamond hinted that he was going to retire.
That's correct.
And true to his word, he has taken a break, so to speak, for some time. But again, it gives other persons an ideal opportunity to showcase. And if memory serves me right, it's the first time, if I can say, a reserve of the reserve was selected in Micah, because you had the free reserve Jamabi Bingo, Prince of Peace. Mm-hmm. And then you had somebody who never thought that would have been in the quarterfinals. So it's very interesting this season.
And I've heard some very interesting songs. I've heard this song of Liberator. I've heard, full song of Liberator, full song of Daddy Chess. I've heard that one, Luscious, Shadow Flow, Hixie. I've heard part of Danian, Deros is a full song of Deros. Lady S, very interesting. and part of Caressa. I've not yet heard JD. Trendsetter, he released yesterday. DPP, very, very interesting piece.
Director of Public PISA, very interesting. and that song will go places.
Indeed. Liberator continues with his Afro-American or Pan-Afro-Caribbean tune. I listened to it very, very closely last night. But Checker, the piece of Checker, I find very, very interesting. Also, the one of Luscious. And we have Derus, which is, again, a social commentary. Duncan, I'm not sure if you've heard the full song of Derus.
I listened to Derus on the night of the competition. And whilst we are at it, I would like to say congratulations to the team that was on the team of commentators were Jacko and Wackers.
Oh, they did an excellent job.
They did a fantastic job. And I would just like to share that one. The night of the show, I was getting ready for me to come down and listen to the show in the park. And I was kind of hesitant. And I tuned in on my phone, and I say, but wait a minute, man, the quality of that, and Dean, the quality of that broadcast was excellent. So I decided, I say, Wackers and Jacko, let me just sit back. I plugged in, I had a little box that I paired together with my phone and Bluetooth. And I just sat back in my chair and I listened to the entire show.
Wow.
And I didn't regret it at all. And I thought for a moment, for several moments during the show, I said, but wait a minute, now, there it is that show is being broadcast via viewing, the viewing medium that I could have gone and looked at it on TV or on the internet, and I would have been seeing the show. And I recognized that, wait a minute, I think it's because you sort of grow up in radio, used to listening to follow what is going on, that you can maybe just sit back and just listen rather than actually viewing the show. I think there was much more that I was able to enjoy by looking rather than by listening.
By listening, yes.
Rather than viewing, and I did enjoy the show. Wackers and Jacko, excellent job in terms of bringing the show to those of us who were at home and who were able to follow and did understand and did enjoy. And of course to the engineers at DBS for the quality of sound that was brought across. Once upon a time, radio was just a mere microphone and a frequency, and then everything was upgraded to stereo, and now we're in digital, Dean. We're in digital, and it's a good thing, good vibes.
And as we are at it, I just want to extend sympathies to the family of Evelina Baptiste. She's always been in the heart of Calypso. Her sudden passing, Duncan, your colleague also, lawyer, and her sudden passing, last year she judged the finals, and I'm pretty sure that, the Calypso Association definitely will miss her input and a contribution to the Calypso art form in Dominica.
Another example of how fleeting life can be, the passing of Evelina, because she participated in the opening of the lawyer, and she was part of the choir, of the bar choir. She sang at the Seventh-day Church that particular morning, and she wasn't feeling well and had to be taken to the hospital. And of course, her passing, again, I would like to extend my condolences to the relatives, the friends, and extended family of Evelina. Of course, she'll be missed in the Calypso business, and of course by her friends, her close friends, members of the family. We always spoke Calypso from time to time. She said, Duncan, I like that thing. I like that song. You made a comment the other day, and it had me thinking, and I did a few workshops for the Calypso Association on a few occasions, and Evo was one of those who was ever present.
Yes.
Like you, I would like to extend sincerest condolences. I know it's although death is inevitable, but it is never easy to deal with. And I pray that the good Lord gives the family strength. So I had spoken with her on a few occasions, but I know she worked with my wife for a number of years, and I think they had that sort of relationship. And interestingly, just after Christmas, I went looking at our wedding album, and here I saw her picture, and then surprisingly, a few days later, she's not with us. So on behalf of myself, my wife, and family, I extend condolences to the family. I know it's difficult, but the good Lord will give them the strength and energy to cope.
And the Stardom Calypso tent, I think
next week?
Yes, and they will be paying tribute to Evo at that first tent.
Indeed. Ryan Willett in the United States is listening. Nadeska Joseph says, the panel sounds very good. Nadeska, good morning to you in cold New York. And my good friend Ryan Willett. I probably think we should take a Calypso. Let's probably get Luscious. If we have, let's queue up Luscious. And we will also queue up Deros after.
Well, you said we just have an hour and
yes.
we're about 15 minutes
already,
on.
yes.
So you have to move it real quick. It's a tight show this morning, and we've got to go.
Patrons, judges, hey, Mr. Calypsonian, are you ready to entertain, to lift people from their stress and pain, to criticize the failings of government and things to my nation detriment? Why? If so, my mission has started, my armor is on to lift up the spirits of the Calypso man. I am faced with many opposition. I want you to join me, march and sing with me. No matter how strong is the opposition, let's all to sing together and defend the art form. Sing, Calypsonian, sing. Raise your voices loud and sing. Sing, Calypsonian, sing. Give them rhythm after rhythm. We have a duty to point out problems and give solutions on how to fix them. And when people are not treated fair, yes, the judges, politicians that don't care. As ambassadors, we must give them Calypso pressure. So sing Dicey, sing Observer, sing Triller, sing Tasha, sing Bobby, Jetty Sky and Mystery, sing Luscious, sing Luscious, sing. Hey!
Dear, you okay? Hey! A 99, a 99, no. Hey! 99, 99. Sometimes I wonder what it would have been like if them political parties would unite. Every day before I eat, I say a prayer that party supporters would work together. Politicians, radio stations is allegations. Who is better, who is worse, and who is more cheap? But deep down inside, I know they all want to see this country strive. So are we for or against a national reset? The pipeline is filled, get ready to build. Why you want power? Power, 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 power. Is it for the betterment of your constituency. Why you want power?
Power, 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 power.
Is it for wealth, for you and your family? Why you want power?
Power, 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 power.
Is it to stamp away poverty? Why you want power?
Power.
Somebody tell me. You have heard it before, but I did not hear. You better shout it out so them people can hear. Don't be
Dominicans, enjoy your property, protect your property. You homeowner and businessman, protect your property, enjoy your property. Can't wait for the hurricane, can't wait till you flood again, can't wait till your roof fly out and all your business coming out. Remember, no insurance company will insure your property when a storm is approaching. Get ahead of the hurricane season and insure with a company who gives you the assurance of payment for your valid claim. Come speak with us today at the New India Assurance Company Limited, upstairs AC Shillingford and Company Limited, 24 King George 5th Street, Roseau. Bring along an up-to-date valuation from a qualified engineer and get insured today.
Team, we're going to hit the streets to find out what makes people happy. Can you tell me what makes you happy?
I love condensed milk.
Yes, Rastaman?
Boy, a chow mein no pasta with some sweet corn and peas and carrot.
And you, young lady?
The halak corn beef with some golden corn makes me happy.
And what about you, young man?
I just love soy oil and sea salt.
Yes, ma'am. Can you tell me?
Can tuna or mackerel for me?
And here you have it, team. You can find your favorite happy products and more at AC Shillingford and Company Limited and other retailers island-wide. Back to you, team, at ACS. Great food, great price, only with happy.
Thank you very much. We are back with Calypso Moments. Gentlemen, we just heard Luscious. We also heard Derus. Those two made it through to the quarterfinals slated for the 1st of February. Whilst we are at that, we want to also remind you that you could call us at 448-3284 and 1-800-327. You can call to make a contribution. Let's take a look at Luscious.
Well, Luscious has been making her contribution to the Art Form, and since she came on the arena, she has been very consistent. And from what I've heard a short while ago, I think she songs good, and this song certainly has the potential to advance. She's a kind of what I would term a gutsy character, and if she carries that song well, then there's no way she could go places.
And she missed last year because she was not well last year, so it was unfortunate. But she's back, and I'm of the firm view that she's back with a bang. And like you quite rightly said, if she does carry it well, she plays her A game, the girls, as you will always say. She definitely will make some problems with the judges, Duncan.
Yeah, well, the topic is one that has been around for many years, in and out. Various islands. You had various contributions by Calypsonians, some of the greats, the veterans, on the topic of Calypso. But I think she does bring a refreshing treatment to the topic in terms of the way it's presented, and of course she brings something with her style. She's one of those I think we could consider in the contribution in the Calypso arena. In terms of her contribution as a rising star. And that's one of the things that I enjoyed about the eliminations. You had a combination of veterans and newcomers and rising stars. And I certainly would consider her as a rising star in the business of competition in Calypso in Dominica. And she did a very good job at it.
And of course we had Derus, who for some odd reason was not able to make it through past elimination. But this song is written by Bassi. Actually, also Luscious' song was written by Bassi. And Derus, with a social commentary has made it gone past the elimination after number of tries.
Yeah, and that's the best I've heard there since he made the finals, I think.
With Babalen.
Babalen before Maria. And I think this song definitely has the potential. And in this song, he's asking some very pertinent questions. Again, good social commentary, dealing with the issues affecting us today. I think Deros has a strong musical background. And if he continues to perform and hone his craft, then certainly he might have another opportunity to be on the big stage.
Yeah, I think so. I think Deros, we know that he has that capability. He does have that potential. But I think what has held him back and kept him back for many years is the material in terms of not necessarily the music, because he's a musician, but in terms of the literary aspect, the lyrics. Oftentimes his lyrics has not been coherent, if you want to put it that way. He's had some good songs, but songs that needed cleaning up and tidied up. And for whatever reason, I think he wrote for himself over the years.
Yes, previously.
Yes, over the years, he was the one writing for himself. And this year, there is a remarkable difference. So I was not surprised when the results were presented that he certainly was one of those who went past the gate.
Because in that art form, yes, some persons have the ability to write for themselves, but to be successful, I think there must be a strong partnership where a person maybe could come with your own ideas and tap into the experiences of a more seasoned writer. And I think that goes both ways, and it can certainly assist both the writer and the Calypsonian. So some persons feel, well, okay, they want to write. Some persons are just simply not writers, and I think the quicker they understand that and they seek the help, it better that will be for the art form.
I want us to delve into, just before we look at the others, probably we look at Hixie and also Trendsetter. We will look at them. But somehow, I just do not understand, why does it take our Calypsonians so long to release their songs?
Because just last week I spoke with a certain Calypsonian, and he said that he's not going to release until after the eliminations. I said, but what was the reason? And I think, I'm not sure if they are fearful that persons may take from the material or extract from it. But to me, the earlier the song is released, the more likely it will grow, and persons will warm up to that song, and then even that can give the Calypsonian an added confidence. But for some reason, they keep that a secret.
I don't know why, Duncan. You think?
Persons have different reasons why they don't want to release early, and of course, maybe they don't want the song to die a natural death before the night of the competition itself, and they'd prefer that it might have a greater impact if they shorten the time that they deliver to the public. They might have different reasons. Some persons decide on the night of the competition, which is a risky thing. That's the night they drop in the bomb. So you have
just hold that
reasons.
thought a little, Duncan. I think we have our first call on the line. Caller, good morning. Welcome to Calypso Moments.
Yes, gentlemen. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Happy New Year to you guys.
Thank you.
Happy New Year to you guys.
Many happy returns.
Yeah, I beg to go in a line with what you guys are saying. But while we're waiting to hear those guys who are free to release the songs, let's concentrate on what we have already heard. What about the Caressa? What about Shadow Flow? I need to hear those songs. Come up. Let's move. These are big songs because the Caressa is coming back in full swing. And that's one of the biggest contenders right now. All right, guys? Keep it going.
Thank you very much, caller. Well, the caller already speaking about what he perceives to be big songs.
Well, we saw what happened to Calypso, and then knowing the kind of the competitor Calypso is, I'm not surprised that he would have gone back to the drawing board, do his own work, and come back very strongly, because over the last 2 seasons, for reasons unknown, Calypso seemed to have not been himself.
He went soft.
He went soft. He went soft. He went soft. I did not want to use his words, but he certainly went soft, and as a result, now he paid the price for it.
We have another call on the line. Caller, good morning. Welcome to Calypso Moments.
Bonjour.
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 Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
That sounds like Paulo.
Happy New Year to you
Good
guys.
sir.
Yeah, same to you, brother.
Yes, man. I'm listening. I don't think I want to contribute. I will listen first before I say anything, but one thing I want to say. At the beginning, let me tell you, maybe Duncan can lead in that space. Duncan, you have been. I don't think I judge you.
Yeah, I judged you a few many years ago.
Remember, we don't have much time here today. We don't have much time.
Okay, I know that.
Many years ago, I judged you, Paulo.
There is something in Calypso before they used to have tempo, right? Calypso is melody, lyrics, tempo, and that goes with it. But Duncan, I think it is high time that maybe the Calypso Association should try to, because I listen to most of the songs, and one of the things that bothers me is that the fluent, melodious type of music in some of the Calypsonians, the performers, not the Calypsos, good Calypsos, but the performer himself, he maybe doesn't bring out, because Calypso is singing, and Calypso is a singing competition. And I would like to hear the more fluent, melodious type of performer. Because there are some guys who go up, they go down. Sometimes they have a good song, but they would not know the time when they should. I mean, they should have some kind of preparation, not only preparation, but workshop for singers. I know these judges have workshops, the Calypso have workshops, but you have more for the singers. There are a lot of people who can sing properly, and they should try to alleviate their Calypso voices. Some of the songs are good songs, but the voice, the way they bring out the song, it doesn't go down good.
Okay,
and another thing I want to say before I go, listen to me. One thing is that when when the performers are performing, I like to listen. But the way I forget the name. The people on panel at the time.
Broadcasters.
Do not judge
the commentators.
The commentary.
Mm-hmm.
Do not judge a performer while you're doing your commentary. I know. I listened, and you cannot tell me you do a commentary, and you want to say, oh, this person is going to, or this person will. Not because you are a writer or you write for some people, that you have an advanced knowledge of who is going to make it and who is not going to make it. Let the audience, let the onlookers make that decision, but not the commentary. Hope you know where I'm coming from.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you very much, caller. Point taken. Yes, we have a next caller. Let's take that caller. Caller, good morning. Welcome to Calypso Moments.
Happy New Year. Refreshing to hear you starting open bat.
Thank you, Chairman.
Yeah, going good.
Happy New Year, sir.
Going good. Yeah, let me just comment earlier on initiating. What I would like to see happen this is a focus on the writers. I find something the writers doesn't get enough credit. So I surely started. So I would just want that to continue. Like some of the songs that we're writing and initiating on them. I see JD starting to put his pen on a couple songs. That's one we have to look out for.
Mm-hmm.
He has the talent to put songs together. I mean, there's a new crop of writers coming through besides the usual, so a lot is part of the process. I was much impressed by the eliminations and new talent emerging, and I will just hear it unfold. All the best. I'll be listening every Saturday.
Thanks, Doc.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But,
okay, Doc.
But interesting point by the caller in terms of a workshop for Calypso writers. I know there are workshops for judges, but it would be very wise and it would contribute in a meaningful way to the art form to bring persons together, those who are experienced, to share the experience so that other persons may sort of take up writing of Calypso. I think that aspect of it may be lacking.
I suspect so myself, because I mean, for the past few years, JD has been doing that, and he has been doing that also for the Junior Calypso Monarchs, Junior Calypso competition. Hunter also does a lot of writing. The song of Checker was penned by, I think, Merlin Sentile, and so on. So these guys out there continue to make a meaningful contribution in terms of writing. But I see we have a next call on the line. Let's take that caller. Caller, good morning. Welcome to Calypso Moments.
Good morning. Before you end, can you give us a little insight on the lyrics, melody, presentation, and what have you? Just give a quick little insight on that. Highlight something.
Thank you very much, caller. But normally, well, you know, you have the lyrics, the melody, and the presentation. There's a certain criteria. I think we'll delve in that by next week. Yes, we'll delve in that next week, our second show, because this week we only have 1 hour, so we just, trying to be very concise.
Maybe you need to play a few more songs.
Yes, so let's get a few more songs. Yes, we'll take some ads, and then we will have Hixie, yes, and then Trendsetter.
Team, we're going to hit the streets to find out what makes people happy. Can you tell me what makes you happy?
I love condensed.
Yes, Rastaman?
Boy, a chow mein no pasta with some sweet corn and peas and carrot.
And you, young lady?
The halak corned beef with some golden corn makes me happy.
And what about you, young man?
I just love soy oil and sea salt.
Yes, ma'am. Can you tell me?
Can tuna or mackerel for me?
And here you have it, team. You can find your favorite happy products and more at AC Shillingford and Company Limited and other retailers island-wide. Back to you, team, at ACS. Great food, great price, only with happy.
Looking for a quiet, relaxing place to stay? Call Porter's Place Guest House. Leaving the office late and need somewhere close to town? Call Porter's Place Guest House. Have business clients coming in and need accommodation? Call Porter's Place Guest House. Looking for group accommodation? Call Porter's Place Guest House. Located at 37 Goodwill Road in Portersville, upstairs ACS Supermarket. Enjoy our semi-self-contained rooms with private washroom, bathroom, Wi-Fi, air condition, cable network, mini refrigerator, all in a non-smoking environment. Call or WhatsApp at 1767-275-1899 or email us at info@portersplaceguesthouse.com to make your reservations. Porter's Place, your home away from home. Fit for a king, a queen, and all their royal subjects.
I see a country divided. I see my people frustrated. I see leaders with no vision, no love and compassion. I see young people with no future, a generation doomed to failure. And this beggar society has a curse on everybody. So I asked myself, where do we go from here? What do we do to save our Dominica? None of them leaders were eager to come and answer me. But here comes this old man. This what he said to me. He say, in this land of bubblies, where everybody make corruption their business, sin correcting sin, sin correcting sin, jealousy and total bribery, making stupid and dirty politics, sin correcting. Action speaks louder than words. The rich getting rich, the poor Malay we're taking blows. What there in darkness just must come out to light. We want to go to heaven, but we never want to die. Tell me why. Sin correcting sin, sin correcting sin, sin correcting sin. You know what I mean. Boy, sin correcting sin, sin correcting sin, sin correcting. Put your own meaning. Boy.
Womilando Lachesa Trendsetter 2025. Hear me now. But long ago it wasn't easy to ride a lorry from the country. And when that truck get to the city, everybody want to be paid. Who waiting stone, not them alone. Some be in train, making it rain. It's under PP tree, leading to the sea. Look the PP bombarded the city. So you hear me? The BB, Amakwesa, the BB, Elas Papa, the BB, Amal Pisa, the BB, Tiwe Sala, the BB, Atalota, the BB, E Akwesa, the BB, Alawiya, the BB, Tiwe Sala. Why yo, the BB, why ya, the BB, ay, the BB, Satipeya. Why yo, the BB, ay, the BB, why ya, the BB, Kwasepeya. Womilando.
Trendsetter, and before him we had Hixie. Even before you gentlemen, I bring you in, I was listening to Hixie there, and somehow he muffled in one of his verses while he was singing. You could see he was eating, he ate it up a little bit, but he found favor with the judges.
But the question is that this song from the Elimination?
Yes, that's the song from the Elimination.
Okay, but Hixie is a veteran Calypsonian, and while we on that, our school, my school, Sufre Primary School, we planning a junior monarch, and Hixie is assisting us. So I want to extend heartfelt gratitude to Hixie for assisting us with some of the songs for our youngsters.
Indeed, well, at least he's making another contribution another way. So again, you have to thank him for that, Duncan.
Yeah, well, he did eat a word or two, but there is that great debate that will continue as to whether or not the message was brought across by the Calypsonian, notwithstanding the fact that he might have slipped. I'm one of those who think that if you slip, you slide. You know,
yeah, I'm of that firm view.
Especially when the competition is tight,
yes.
That you slide and you haven't slid. Someone else might slip into your place. But that's the nature of the game, and that's the nature of the art form, and that's the nature of competition. You're competing out there, and anything can happen. As the Trinidadians would say, any number could play in play with big rat, small snake, any one of them. So, but I think, of course, we know that Hicks is a veteran, and I made the comment earlier that that's one of the things I enjoyed about the eliminations, that you had a mix, a combination of vets, iconic presentations in terms of the craft and the style of both presenting and music and writing, and Hicks is one of those who brings in some of the additional flavor into the competition and in the Calypso business in Dominica. And he certainly is a veteran, and he wasn't to me the best that I have seen him or heard him, but I think he might have done sufficient to convince the judges as a vet that he ought to have gone to the next round, and he's in the next round. And congratulations to Salamat Hixie.
And then we have
Trendsetter.
you know, the topics that he chooses every year, this is so very interesting. And yet, this year, another very interesting topic, DPP. Think what you want, but when you listen to this song with this double crafted meaning and how it is put together, it is very, very interesting, and one that can go places if it's well presented.
Yeah, well, he's the self-proclaimed, acclaimed director of public PISA. And I was very fortunate to have listened to most of that song before Christmas.
I myself also, yes.
And from the onset, I felt, yes, that is something that can rock the cradle, so to speak. And if one were to listen carefully, it has a very interesting introduction. And the storyline, I think it is well put together. And honestly, that is maybe the best I've heard the Trendsetter in a number of years. And I think that song is going to be bigger than his number song, which he sang sometime last year or 2 years ago. And I have no doubt that this song will grow into popularity. Persons are going to warm up to that song. And I think if Trendsetter does not get too carried away and delivers, then I think he will have an opportunity to make his first final appearance.
So you're saying that this is his best year? So you're saying that this is his best year you've heard him in a long time?
I would want to think so, yes.
Duncan?
Well, Trendsetter, we know, is a veteran in the business. He has to get a lot of, he ought to be given a lot of respect, especially for his ability, his writing ability, if he's the one that pens it, because he certainly does understand the techniques in writing, and I think he does understand the art form. And he has a unique style, and he has to be given credit for the effort that he makes year in, year out, to warm the people's souls and hearts, especially those of us who enjoy the music and enjoy the art form. And this song this year is a big, as they would say, big tune. Sprangs would say a big tune. So Trendsetter, certainly that song is a song that can go places and can create problems on a night of competition if it's given, if all things are equal in that. He delivers, the music is right, the timing is right, the packaging is right. It certainly can create problems for other veterans like himself. And on the night, with two good songs, I think that song definitely is a song that has to be up there on a competition night.
And then I can relate with that song because growing up in the country, well, being born in Dalis and so on, and coming down to Roseau, you have to be up by 3:30 in the morning on that truck, and then there's no way that truck is going to stop before it reaches Roseau. So whenever you reach in town, you have that Malpisa. When somebody tells you that they have a Malpisa,
yes,
and anywhere they get to let it go, they will let it go. So I think from that aspect, I can certainly identify with what Trendsetter is saying. And then when you have a few Malpisas being released at the same spot, then the town, you're going to Santi Pisa.
So you know, sometimes I ask myself, where does he get those topics, Duncan?
Well, I don't know if he thinks of it himself or persons gives him ideas. Sometimes people give you ideas, but certainly he has that ability. I'm not sure who he works with, or he works alone in terms of.
No, he doesn't work alone
with his writing or the writing style. But clearly, the person does understand, or the group or the team, they do understand the basics, the rudiments of crafting as it relates to Calypso, you know, and they understand, they know their game and they know their business, and they know how to warm the hearts of Calypso lovers in terms of jumping with the music, enjoying, because he oftentimes has the ability to, it's a combination of, well, poetry, a combination of laughter, a combination of fun, and he has that ability to put that in. And this is what Calypso is all about, you know, your ability to work the song, work the topic, work the music with the song, and deliver. And he has done that year in, year out, and you have to give it to him. Using the double entendres and the basic elements of satire and crafting it nicely.
The idea came from Sorrow of Mahu, I was told, and it was written by Alex Powell. We're not surprised.
It's a well-written song.
Yes,
yeah.
and we've helped from it.
Also the treatment, because you could write a good song and it's not delivered properly.
Correct.
But it's written, I think, in terms of the wit that is needed, because a lot of times persons come with that type of topic and it requires a certain type of treatment. For it to get that impact, because you can have a topic and give it a different type of treatment.
Yeah, correct, is right.
Different types of treatment. But maybe to create the type of impact that you would like to create, you have to give it a certain type of treatment. And I think the team understands oftentimes the treatment that the topic needs, especially in our society, to so then it can have the impact and it can have that sort of maybe competitive edge on the night of competition. And clearly that is a road match contender, and it's a pity that it's the approach that they have right now in the Calypso business is not the same as what the guys in the 70s and 60s, and so from what I understood back then, from listening to the guys like Caterer, my brother, the Saint, and so Tokyo and all those fellas, Lack and Spark and all those guys, you listen as a little boy listening to those
listening
guys
to that, yes, man, yes.
And so and one of the things that I understood from the back then, and you can hear it if you go back and listen, that one time on the night of competition, the guys had the crown song and they had the up-tempo song, they had the road match song. So when you go back and you listen to people like Caterer, they Bayou, that's his road match song. And then he came that same year, I can't remember the name of the song that he came with, but the guys, they came with the Tennis Shoe Tongue. Tennis Shoe Tongue was Tokyo's his road match song, and then he also had a crown song. That is how they did it. And of course you could have switched either way. You could have sang your first song, your road match song, first wrong. It was your choice as to whatever wrong that you chose to sing. But that was the nature of the competition back then. We don't have it there right now like that. I mean, persons doing whatever, the people come with two serious songs, two up-tempo songs, but it's different. But clearly, if it was back in the day when we had a situation where you had your crown song and you had your serious your road match and your crown, I think that certainly would be the road match contender. And it was back in the day when you were required on the streets, the music on the streets were required to be played at least a certain percentage, or a number of the songs were local songs playing on the road. Certainly that song would, and maybe a few others, would be among the selective few to be competing on the road for a road match title.
And also, we have the opening of Carnival today. One of the problems that I always have is on the day the Carnival is opening, songs like that, we barely hear them. We hear all type of other songs and I ask myself, if you have the opening of Carnival, isn't it supposed to be where you're supposed to have our calypsos, our local calypsos for the year being played?
Well, that's a discussion we have had for many years, and we will continue to have that kind of discussion. And then at the end of the day, it must be a collective effort. The Calypso Association, Discover Dominica, Invest Dominica, whatever it is, they have to come together and reach an amicable solution, something that is workable for everybody. Because what we've seen over the years is that people have gravitated, especially the younger people, to their bouillon. And that is what they have been fed. You hardly find these days folks who are more advanced in age participating in the opening of Carnival and so on. It's not like before. So I think the bouillon is what the young people want. That is what they are craving for. And I think that is what they are getting. So in that sense now, the organizers might look at it as a successful event because they seem to be catering for one set.
Well, you see, gone are the days of chipping. Once upon a time, you chip behind a band.
Yep.
You know, and it was the pan around your neck, or the steel band music was at a certain tempo and a certain speed. But it's different right now. You all the way up there, and I'm not even sure what they're clocking at in terms of the tempo. You know, things are much faster right now. So obviously, you have to give it or yield to an extent to the booyah, because on the road you're running behind the band.
It's 10 minutes before 9 o'clock, just 10 more minutes left. We will take a commercial break. When we get back, we will bring you a few more of the Calypsos.
Dominicans, enjoy your property, protect your property. You homeowner and businessman, protect your property, enjoy your property. Can't wait for the hurricane, can't wait till you flood again, can't wait till your roof fly out and all your business coming out. Remember, no insurance company will insure your property when a storm is approaching. Get ahead of the hurricane season and insure with a company who gives you the assurance of payment for your valid claim. Come speak with us today at the New India Assurance Company Limited, upstairs AC Shillingford and Company Limited, 24 King George 5th Street, Roseau. Bring along an up-to-date valuation from a qualified engineer and get insured today.
Team, we're going to hit the streets to find out what makes people happy. Can you tell me what makes you happy?
I love condensed.
Yes, Rastaman?
Boy, a chow mein no pasta with some sweet corn and peas and carrot.
And you, young lady?
The halak corn beef with some golden corn makes me happy.
And what about you, young man?
I just love soy oil and sea salt.
Yes, ma'am. Can you tell me?
Can tuna or mackerel for me?
And here you have it, team. You can find your favorite happy products and more at AC Shillingford and Company Limited and other retailers island-wide. Back to you, team, at ACS. Great food, great price, only with happy.
Looking for a quiet, relaxing place to stay? Call
Who's scared? You scared? Who's scared? You scared? Who's scared? You scared? Jump! I, as a citizen in my land, I'm concerned about what plans we have in store for the future generation. So I decide to ask some questions to our leader, cause as far I can see, we are not part of his vision. Too many lost opportunities, we the way, bringing us to our knees. And we begging and pleading, please, for someone new, lead us to prosperity. But before you vacate that position, man to man, please answer these questions. Yo! What about University Ross? You scared? Why all our local banks closing down? You scared? Why one go to study and don't come back? You scared? Is it because opportunity lack? You scared? And if anybody should ask me why so many businesses had to die, I tell them it's you, it's you, it's you, it's you, it's you. You that scared. Yeah, man. Tita de die, 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 die. Tita de die, 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 die. Tita die, die, die. Tita die, die, die. Tita die, die, die. Tita die, die, die. Who's scared? You scared. Who's scared? You scared. Who's scared? You scared.
See me Calypso going down. So I ask myself, what the hell is wrong? Like some nigga man, tie me tongue. After several baths in the bushy weed, after rubbing down with alkali, I took a trip to the Obia man, who explained what is really wrong with me. He say you love Calypso and you care about it. Everything was paro, you alone have it. But no matter how well you sing, you must remember one thing: you can't win unless you sing on him. So call him liar, call him thief, sing on him. Call him vulgar, call him cheat, sing on him. Call him Hitler the dictator. Feed us with propaganda. Cause if you want win, say you want win. To win this thing, just sing on him. What a shame. Is everybody alright? Oh Lord, trouble. Is that we?
Ring, ding, 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 ding. Monday, 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 Monday. Aye, hey, hey. That is it. That is it. Oh, na, na, na. Daddy just on the version again. I dealing with fire and brimstone every morning. Hey, willing to bet that I am not alone with this problem. Oh, life in the Commonwealth, not an easy road. Yes, we got sunshine, but the burden load. When your salary and the economy never want to agree. Granny tell me hold it straight, suck up the pain, cause the rhythm of life keep beating the same, whether or not you complain. So I want more pay, pay. I need more pay, pay. I want more pay, pay. I need more pay, pay. Things tight. One day I want to own my home. Life is a fight. I like a dog begging for bone. When a man can provide for his clan, you never know, crime becomes an option. So I want more pay, pay. I need more pay. Ring, ting, 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 ting.
Daddy Chess, I want more pay. Danyan speaks about scare it, and Caressa.
Is it scared or scare it?
I'm not sure.
But anyway, it's certainly interesting.
It's an interesting piece.
Yeah, both of them, both Danyan and Caressa really have similar topics.
Mm-hmm. Different areas, different treatments.
Excellent pieces of satire.
Yep.
Being employed there, sort of singing on same topic, but different treatment, and employing, I think, the similar, if you want to say, type of speech, satire. Very interesting treatment, though, with an excellent use of the figurative speech in terms of the use of satire.
And of course, Daddy Chess is straightforward. He want more pay. Another interesting piece, I must say, also.
Yes, so
social commentary.
Yes, from the songs we've heard this season promises to be very interesting. It's just particularly we do not have much time left.
We will
no time left.
No time left. we will deal with that next week Saturday. So on behalf of the entire panel, Duncan Stowe, Eric's in the gallery, Carlisle John Baptist, saying it was nice having you for our first show of Calypso Moments. Join us next week Saturday right here on DBS Radio.
Tune in to Calypso Moments this Saturday on DBS Radio. The program makes its return for the carnival season. 8 a.m. this Saturday on both the radio and our social media platforms. Compliments AC Shillingford and Company Limited. on national broadcaster DBS Radio. Calypso Moments. Tune in.
One Milando.